I know you had Stanley Tucci on. He gave very good advice, which I think goes for all cocktails, which is they're like women's breasts. One's not enough and three's too many. So true. I'm on speed dial with a chicken lady.
Have we got a connection?
Joe Chickens.
Oh, yes! Oh my God, lady, I love her.
You'd be auditioning against your girlfriends for the same role. When people are sort of desperate, they're more likely to fight. Blackcurrant sorbet.
Wow.
Or
you lost
raspberry.
me at sorbet, Indira. I don't with sorbet. Like, give me the cream.
Okay, but you know...
No, you do you.
No, I am doing me.
You just
but
lost
I'm
me on
adding
the sorbet. Hello and welcome to Table Manners. I'm Jessie Ware and I am sitting in my kitchen with my mother.
Again.
Who has got it in for me this morning. What's going
darling,
on? What's going on?
Not at all.
Do we need to unpack this?
No, there's nothing going on. I'm under a little pressure.
What?
Going away tomorrow. Got to pack.
Right.
I had to schlep stuff out today.
What have you got to schlep out?
I bought you 3 oranges that I can't use.
Oh, okay. Schlep out food that you didn't want that's coming in my fridge as per
3
usual.
fresh oranges because I used orange in my cake.
Okay, thanks so
and
much.
a box of eggs because you go through them like...
I do.
Yeah. And football shirts, World Cup shirts. Are you ready for the World Cup?
I think I am. We've got the chart going.
Yeah.
I've got some work
There's
going on
drilling
in
going
the
as
garden,
well.
but I did tell them they can't work from 10:30 till 1.
Well, they're drilling, darling, now.
Well, I'll have a little word with them, Lenny. Basically, I thought it was only right that I finally had a sauna.
Do you like saunas?
Well, obviously, because I'm about to have one in my garden.
hate them.
This is like when you talk about Towie or Love Island.
Hate them.
When you Mexican food.
Hate that.
But like you can't have enough of an opinion on it because I don't know the last time you went in a sauna.
Jessie, well, because I don't go in a sauna because I don't like them. But I did used to go in saunas.
When?
Long time ago, when they first came out, before you were born.
Oh, really? Oh,
before
really?
you were even born, and they came over
How long
from
have saunas existed?
a
That's
long,
aging
long
you, Lenny.
time. A long, long time. We used to have one in our university health club.
Oh.
Well, not health club, swimming pool. There used to be a sauna
Okay.
next to it.
Well-
and you had to pour water on the coals. And then everyone thought, oh, this is great. And you're just sweating and want to
It
die.
is great. It's an amazing
What?
feeling.
Just explain to me why it's great.
You feel amazing.
Do you?
It's good for your muscles, your hormones. Oh God, I'm not talking about this because I'm getting it wrong.
So
but
we've got a cold dipper to go in afterwards.
No, we don't. But we've got a shower. I don't
Sam's
like.
just going to hose you down.
He's not going to hose me down, but
Obviously, if you need the hot and cold, there'd be no point in just being hot.
anyway, Indira Varma has just turned up. We're very excited about having Indira. She's an incredible actress who you would have seen in Game of Thrones, being Pedro Pascal's sister. She has been in The Night Manager. She's won Olivier's. She has been Lady Macbeth with Ralph Fiennes,
Yeah.
which producer Alice saw recently. And we have just seen her play.
Shelley Levine.
She plays Shelley Levine
in
in
Glengarry.
Glengarry Glen Ross, which is an all-female cast at the Old Vic. But Indira Varma is coming up on the podcast because it's a brunch. I've made, because I love the cookbook so much, I've made from Honey & Co. Daily, their new cookbook. I did do something the other day. I've made their shakshuka, which was really easy. And then I've done with Medesk, which also I'm loving. I'm doing that salad that I did for somebody recently, and it's just a really good green salad, and it's got this delicious shallot dressing. And a loaf of bread from Dusty Knuckle, courtesy of Alice, who got it in Dalston.
And I've made
Yeah.
a 1-pot yoghurt and orange cake.
Yum. Okay, Indira Varma coming up on Table Manners. Hello. Thank you for being Indira. This is so exciting. And last time we saw you, your hair has grown a lot, but you've just told me that it was a wig.
Overnight, 24 hours. Yeah, special hair product.
I did think that
Yes,
was
it a
really
wig.
method of you to give yourself a really short hairdo that was very 80s.
Yeah, well, we tried my own hair.
Yeah.
And leaving some greys in. And actually, it didn't quite look right. So our brilliant Campbell Young, who's a wiggy,
Yeah.
he made a short, dodgy 80s hairdo for me.
I have to say, I love this hair. I think this really suits you.
Yeah, it's beautiful. You've
But
got
old
gorgeous hair.
Shelley Levine.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not having a good time.
She's not.
But do you call her she or he?
Yeah.
Well, it's really difficult because David Mamet didn't want to change a word, so we've kept the pronouns, but we are all women. It's an all-female cast playing these what were written as male characters, but we are women.
Glengarry Glen Ross, you are in the Old Vic production of this.
Yes.
With some incredible women.
Amazing cast.
It's a really great cast. And just explain to the listener who doesn't know about this very kind of formidable film.
Well,
was it a play first?
It was a play.
But it was quite famous for the Alec Baldwin film.
Yes, but it's so funny because the Alec Baldwin character isn't in it. So David Mamet rewrote the screenplay and wrote in the character of Alec Baldwin.
I think so.
In order to sort of introduce, I suppose, do a setup for the play and the story, so that people know I suppose the setup that Alec Baldwin does explains that all these salespeople, real estate agents, I guess, now have to deliver, or two people will get fired, and the top two will win a Cadillac or a set of steak knives. And that's what he sort of explains. And we don't have that in the play, and we're doing the original play. And
there is a Cadillac up for grabs in the original play.
There is.
I didn't hear steak knives.
No, there are steak knives.
There are steak knives.
But also in the film, there's a lot less swearing.
I enjoyed your cocksuckers. I enjoyed it.
Jesse's
Cunts. I love all those words. Mum did want to know. Actually, you said this.
Well, I wondered how because it's a very masculine play.
Yes.
And it's about masculinity and competition and aggression and competing. But some of the language is very violently, it's kind of misogynistic and quite violent and aggressive, and how it felt as a woman saying those words. Jessie loves those words.
But, I wonder if, like, today, like when it was written in the 80s, I totally agree. I think it's sort of, I think some people think of it as a play that describes toxic masculinity. Yeah. But now I think a lot of women do use that language.
Yeah, they do.
And also women are in work. And since the 80s, there was a whole power dressing thing. Women were starting to get positions of power. But I think one of the reasons why I think it works quite well is the fact that women have a shorter shelf life, and that I'm mixing up all my different thoughts here. Often we've been in an environment where there's only one or two jobs for women in a very male environment. And so actually, as much as women, I think there's a real sisterhood and we really support each other, and women are very much more about community, I think. Suddenly, when there's only two roles, those women are pitted against each other despite themselves. And I feel that in a funny sort of way, it reflects our profession, our industry as actors.
Really?
I think this play, there are loads of correlations and parallels.
I mean, I'd say that in pop music too.
Yeah,
in music
probably.
too, yeah.
Yeah, so there was a time when, like in TV and in plays, there was only one great role for women in it, and then everyone else was a bloke. And so you'd be auditioning against your girlfriends for the same role, and inevitably you're sort of pitted against each other. Of course, we don't behave the way we do in the play and slam each other and all the rest of it, but I think it's about desperation. And when people are sort of on the bones of their arse, if you like, and are desperate, they're more likely to fight, like a cornered rat or something. And so I think it becomes more about survival rather than male behaviour. It's like, is that how human beings behave when they're that desperate? It's sort of dog eat dog. Yeah.
Should we start from the beginning?
Yes.
Where did you grow up, and who was around the dinner table, and what were you eating?
I grew up in Bath.
Lovely.
And my mum and
Did you
dad...
live on one of the Jane Austen? No.
No, I lived in a small Georgian terrace that was probably a workman's cottage who used to build the beautiful crescents, etc., etc. And they're all different. They're tiny, but they're lovely. And we had a big old garden full of vegetables. My dad was Indian, my mum was Swiss, and we ate foreign food all the time. And it was like, so growing up...
Is it just you?
It was just me. My parents had me quite late. My dad was already in his 50s, my mum was 42, and they had a life behind them, you know. And so I just was brought along for the ride. And my mum was not much of a cook, but she had to do it, you know, out of necessity and all the rest of it. But my dad was a really good cook, and he was a vegetarian. She wasn't, but so it was predominantly vegetarian food, a lot of veg from the garden, that kind of thing. And we'd eat foods that, things like artichoke and avocado, and spaghetti, which I know it sounds like every day.
Avant-garde.
But in the sort of late 70s, I suppose because my mum's European side, they were used to all the seasonal stuff from, she had a lot of Italian friends and
you
from
ate a lot
Switzerland.
of fondue.
Well, not a
I've
lot of
heard.
it. I mean, you can't. You'd have problems with your arteries.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah. But
It is delicious.
it is.
fondue.
I love it. My uncle used to make amazing
Right.
fondue. But like my dad used to make things like, which I loved, which was really simple, cabbage and peanut curry.
Oh,
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I mean, really simple.
I've never ever heard of that
It's,
one.
I mean, it's poor
Is it-
man's food, really.
Is it a dry curry? Or
Yeah, it is a dry
okay.
curry. Yeah,
Can you
really
make it?
delicious. I mean, I asked him once, you know, a long time ago, teach me how to cook, teach me Indian food. And it was all sort of, I'm going to be outrageous and do an accent now, but you take this much and you just, and it was all improv, you know. He was just doing it by scent, and you warm the spices, then you grind it, and it's like, well, how long do I have to warm them for? How long do you roast them for? How long does it, you know, do you have to soften an onion, etc.? And it was all instinct, and I think he taught me how to cook through scent and touch, and I mean, I can vaguely make it, but you know, it's never going to be as good as his.
Can you remember the taste? Was it delicious?
Yes, it was delicious. It was a little crispy, but you know, the sweetened thing of the cabbage and then the crunch of the peanut, and cumin, coriander, ginger, garlic, you know, all the usuals, chili. We always had hot mango pickle,
Yum.
patex, hot mango pickle on the table.
Love
And rice. And he taught me how to make rice, which was, again, it was not measuring out a quantity of water. It was you wash your rice. And that's always a nice thing to feel, isn't it? You know, when you put your hand in,
And
it's
it's- yeah,
the grains,
it's lovely,
those
yeah.
grains, and then you clean your rice. And in the old days, it was, he used to sift that. He used to go to Turnpike Lane because his mate lived there, and he used to bring back spices and rice in by the kilo, you know, massive bags, and it was in a box under the stairs or something. And you had to take out the stones that were in the rice because they weren't. I think
Wasn't washed.
it wasn't washed.
Yeah, it was kind
properly.
of
It
in
was-
big sacks
yeah.
or something. Yeah.
So you used to have to take the stones out. I remember that on a tray, and then used to wash it several times over. And you put the rice in, you put the water in, and you measure by the top of your finger on the rice, the top of the rice, that much water up to your first.
I do
This
it.
is how
I
you
do
use-
it up to
There
my
you
thumb,
go.
Yeah.
International,
Yeah, yeah.
global. I love that.
The thumb or the finger.
thumb.
Yeah.
So I love that
Are you a
measurement.
good cook then?
I'd like to think I'm a good
Okay.
cook.
So if we were coming over to yours, what would be on the menu if you were having a dinner party
Well,
for us?
I think my skills are, I can rustle anything up from what's left in the fridge. I think
Okay.
that's my special skill.
that's very
I think
good.
it's useful. But if I were to invite you over, which I'd love to do, I think it would be, and I don't make this all the time, but I love it so much. It's a Moro fish stew, Catalan fish stew, monk fish and clams, and it's red pepper, paprika, and it's almond-based sauce.
Ooh.
And and saffron, and
that's in the Morrow
so
cookbook.
delicious.
They're celebrating an anniversary soon because I got invited to a dinner.
Used to be my
I
it used to
can't
be
bel-
my
I know.
favourite restaurant. That lamb that they did there, it was
delicious.
so delicious.
And the yogurt cake. We haven't done the yogurt
well,
cake.
we've done
Do you remember
yogurt
the
cake.
yogurt
Yes,
cake?
Done
I
a kind
do.
of yogurt
Yeah,
cake
but you know the
today.
one that had the
Also.
pomegranates and
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
I remember
oh,
that.
delicious.
Yeah.
So you do that. Are you interested in drinks? Do you drink?
Yes.
Okay.
I love a cocktail, but you see, I can't, it's really hard. I love food so much that I find it very difficult to bring it down to one thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I were to have a cocktail, I might say a Paloma.
Love them.
I love a
Oh,
Paloma.
Jessie loves those as well.
I prefer them to a margarita, I have to say sometimes. I mean, there's
Why?
a time and a place for margarita, but I think
Totally.
Palomas are easier to like
A bit
keep
fresher.
going. Yeah.
Exactly. You keep going. You can have
Says the
more of
alcoholic.
them. Yeah. And I know you had Stanley Tucci on.
Oh, so fab.
And I'm not sure, because I haven't heard that episode, but I worked with him many years ago.
Did you?
And he made me my first, what do you call it? No, martini. And he gave me my first shaker and all the rest of it. But he gave very good advice, which I think goes for all cocktails, which is they're like women's breasts. Did he tell you this one?
No, but it's about
What, the
2,
glass
3.
One's not enough and three's too many.
So true. So true.
Yeah. So I
your
think that's
friend
probably true.
Ralph Fiennes does.
He does.
discusses martini in our podcast.
Yes.
recently.
Big bone of contention for us.
Yes.
Producer Alice saw that production of Macbeth, by the way,
Oh,
which sounded
yes.
amazing.
Yeah, that was great.
Where
fun.
was the theatre that you were? Was it in a warehouse?
Yeah, it was in a warehouse. We did warehouses. We started in
Rotherhithe?
Liverpool
Right, okay.
at Canada Water,
Right.
and then Edinburgh for a couple of weeks. And it was really exciting. You know what we were talking about, being in the Old Vic and the beauty of being in a space that has history. And, you know, like when I did Present Laughter, I remember looking up at 1930s makeup for women of colour or women with olive skin. And the face that kept coming up was Merle Oberon, who, of course, since then we hear was probably Anglo-Indian. And then I thought, oh, she called herself Merle Oberon. She hid her identity. And and then I found out that she was friends with Olivier and Noel Coward, who, of course, we were doing the Noel Coward play. And I was overcome with emotion because I thought, my name's Indira Varma and I'm allowed to be called Indira Varma doing a Noel Coward play at the Old Vic. And hasn't time changed?
Yeah.
Haven't we moved on? But that was a bit of a segue. But being in that space where there's all these people, you've all these amazing actors who have been through there. And then doing Macca's. And being in a warehouse where you think, oh, this is uncharted territory. We don't know whether this space works. It feels sort of more of a risk because you don't know how the space responds to you. Old Vic has been tried and tested. Some of these beautiful London venues they work.
You do a lot of theatre. You kind of love theatre
do.
over. I guess that's.
I mean, theatre
keeps you
over
guessing.
It's frightening,
Yeah.
isn't it? And it's a risk. It's like I could fail. Every night you can fail, you know.
No, you're never gonna fail, Indira.
But you can because you cannot please everyone. And somebody will always not love what you're doing.
Do you read reviews?
No. There's no point. It's one person's opinion.
But I bet if you get a good review, you read
Well,
it.
it's you know, it's
It kind of
tempting.
trickles down,
No, but
yeah.
even then, you know, it's beautifully played by, and you think, what is that? It is that it? You know, it's so reductive. I think whether if it's a good review or if it's a bad review. And I've worked with Roger Allam a long time ago, and he said I don't read reviews anymore because he was sent all his reviews for whatever play it was, and he said literally one cancelled the other out.
Yeah.
You know? So it's just an opinion.
Should I go and get the food going
Yeah.
whilst you ask Indira about Last Suppers?
What would you have on your Last Supper? Would it be a combination of that heritage?
No.
Okay. Start from the beginning.
I mean, my parents travelled a lot and had friends from all over. I think my favourite thing, I love Italy.
Do you?
And I love Italian food.
Me too.
I did a job a long time ago in Rome, and we were sort of living there for about a year. And Lindsay Duncan and I shared a flat in Rome on Via Giulia. She's amazing.
Okay.
And we're both foodies. And so we would go around finding all the great places to eat. And we both eat anything as well.
Yeah.
And in Rome, they do like their sort of
Entrails.
their innards and their
God.
entrails. That's not on my last supper list, by the way. But we found this place in Trastevere, which I don't know is still there, called Cecco e Carrettiera. And they did the best antipasti. So for antipasti,
This is your starter.
this
then?
is my starter.
Okay.
But, you know, it's going to be a long meal. You know, in Italy,
Yeah.
you don't just have 3 courses. So I would definitely have... I think I would have to have a fresh tomato. And, you know, we'd say tomato, basil, mozzarella. We're not talking something out of Sainsbury's. We're talking... I remember when the first time I went to Rome, and on my first day there, I went to a restaurant by myself, and a man sat just at the table next to me, and all he ordered was a demi-carafe of red wine and a ball of mozzarella. That was it. And he put olive oil on it, salt, and he ate it. And I thought, oh, I need to know what this is all about. And so I think I
you copy
definitely
it?
have. No, I didn't, because it was too late. I was on dessert by then.
The olive oil probably was
And
something
imagine
exceptional.
the
Yeah.
mozzarella, dripping, milky, you know. And so I think I'd have to have one of those with those amazing tomatoes, the sort of acidic, sweet, and basil, and the olive oil has to be amazing. And then I'd go for my deep fried ricotta. You know, little.
I've never had
Oh
that.
my God! I mean, I think it's basically
How do you deep
battered,
fry
and it sounds
ricotta?
disgusting.
Is
the
it
way
not
I-
with like a courgette flour or something?
Well, yes, that's
Okay.
definitely no. Well, no,
how do you-
that's also one of my different.
Okay, fine. Okay,
How
right.
do you deep fry ricotta?
Well, I think they're cubes. I've never had it
ricotta
since.
doesn't come in cubes.
No,
it comes
but
in a
I
tub.
think they cut it, and it's really delicate, and they slightly, you know, like a Japanese tempura batter.
Yeah.
Very, very, very fine.
Yeah.
And very swiftly done. And so I don't know how they do it. I'm afraid I don't know. I can't help you there. It is very sort
Okay,
of
and what do you
loose and
have it
delicious.
with?
Have it on its own. But I would also have fiori di zucca, you know, stuffed with ricotta and anchovies.
Ricotta and anchovies.
Yeah, you know, just
You
a
need the
slither
little-
of anchovy
I
in the
love
middle.
anchovies.
Yeah. And I think, you know, those in a bocca di lupo, they do sage with
Yes,
an anchovy in
yes.
between. I'd have one of
I
those.
love them.
And I would also have, you know, in Rome, they had 2 different ways of cooking artichoke. Carciofi, I think it's
Carciofi,
Giudecca, so
yeah.
the Jewish deep fried.
Yes.
Oh my God, I
Yeah.
love that.
That's in the ghetto area. You can get that.
Exactly.
It's wonderful.
So I would definitely have that as my little entree.
Great.
And
What are you drinking with
well,
that?
I'd have to have. I do like the idea of maybe starting with the Negroni Spagliato or something like that. But again, Lindsay and I came across this because we were obviously wine tasting wherever we possibly could. And we found, and I've never had it since. You know, I think I'm capturing those flavours that have transported me and I cannot let them go.
Okay, good.
And I've not been able to capture it since. So it's a Sauvignon Blanc, but it's from the Alto Adige region, which traditionally does Chardonnay, and it's a slightly sweet, you know, in the northern area. But there was something about this wine. It was like drinking elderflower. It was phenomenal. So that is what I would like with it.
okay.
And then I would have to have spaghetti vongole.
Can you make it?
Yes.
Okay.
That was the first time I ever had it. I was 6 years old, and we went on a family holiday to Calabria, and we went to these old nonna, you know, these where they lift the lid and you just eat that. And I have a photo of me. I look like I've gone to sleep, but I'm just staring to the middle distance with spaghetti coming out of my mouth, and I thought I had gone to heaven. You know, the very small clams, which I never seem to be able to find those tiny, tiny ones.
What do you think makes the best spaghetti vongole? Is
I-
it the amount of garlic?
I think it needs to be very garlicky.
Yeah.
And parsley, a little tiny bit of chili, but not
you
too
put a little
much.
chilli
not
in.
too much.
And very good olive oil.
Very good
Yeah.
olive oil. And of course, you have to have, I think, probably the vongole juice, the liquor
Yeah,
of it,
yeah.
and the pasta water, so
Yeah,
that there's
just
that slight
emulsify, yeah.
unctuousness. The white
Oh,
wine,
the
we
white
forgot
wine.
the white wine.
So which wine do you put in a
I
vongole?
don't
I
know.
think it doesn't matter very much, maybe. Or maybe you
Maybe
need...
it does, but
Maybe it does, and we don't know.
I leave it up to whoever's cooking my last
and
supper.
which pasta would you choose for that? Spaghetti?
Classic spaghetti. I used to be obsessed with angel hair, the really
Yeah.
fine, but not for the vongole, I don't
Yeah,
think.
no, I think it's too fine to
Yes.
get the...
Yeah.
Will you have cheese after that or salad?
Oh, I haven't had my fish yet.
Oh, my God.
yes,
This is just
Indira.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
This is a pasty
Love it.
dish. Yeah, okay,
Yeah, so
sorry.
that was just,
Okay.
that was
Creamy.
Secondi would be my fish. Again, it would be, I've gone to Greece, I think, for my fish.
Okay.
Probably a sea bream, and it would just be grilled with garlic,
Whole
lemon,
big one that
a
you're
whole big
sharing?
one, and I'm
Yeah.
going to eat it with my hands.
Yeah.
And
What sides are you having with that?
well, I'm sure you've had it. I love something like a spinach, but
The horta, vlita.
Horta is
Yeah,
vlita.
horta's the best thing on earth.
That is what I
And you
want.
can't get it here.
No. So that's
I
what
don't
want.
even... I think we should try and grow it. I'll bring the
That's a
seeds
good
Our
back.
guy on the beach that we go to, he does it with feta and chili.
Oh.
And with the lemon, and it's just like a little kick.
I love
Delish.
that.
Me
and then
too.
those really sort of oveny potatoes that sort of drip in oil.
This sounds like a
Delicious.
great
Yeah.
meal.
It
But
is a
but
good
also
meal.
the thing about Greece when they serve horta, that when you get vegetables in England that as a side, it's like that much.
I know.
They give you horta that it's always that much, which is
Yes.
far too much.
I think veg is so
Yeah.
important, an important part of the meal. I love it.
Okay, so we've got the potatoes, we've got the vlita, we've got the...
Can I throw some puntarelli in there?
Sure.
Puntarelli.
Is that Italian? No, puntarelli's the chicory.
Oh, the chicory,
very
sorry.
thin, quite bitter with anchovy. I think I've gone anchovy mad.
That's okay.
But it's okay.
So how do they cook it?
They don't. It's raw.
It's raw with a bit of anchovy on it.
Like
an anchovy dressing.
It's delicious.
God, yeah.
Delicious.
So that's going to be the salad with the fish. And then are you going on to cheese?
Do you know, I love cheese as a Swiss person, but I'm going to forego it because, is that wrong?
No, I
I may
bit.
as well.
babe.
Okay, I'm going to have it in. But I do love my dessert. But then should I do cheese first before my dessert, or I never know about
I never
that.
know. I like cheese at the very end because I like to keep going all night as I carry on drinking.
Yeah, and you can sort of go to and fro.
Yeah, and you
can't
can go back and forth, and you
Yes.
think have another glass
Yeah.
of red, and you think I'll have a bit more cheese. Yeah.
Well, okay, I'll go my cheese. I'll give you
Okay.
my cheese.
is it an Italian cheese or Swiss?
I think I'm partial
You're
to
not
my
going to-
English cheeses.
Is your mum from the Italian
No.
Swiss side?
She's from French and Bernese, so German as well.
Okay.
But I love a Gruyere.
Me
A
too.
very strong,
That
salty,
sweet, nutty. Yeah, I love it too.
Delicious. But I do like my Montgomery cheddar. Adore, and I'd have to have a Stilton. But I love, if we're going Italian, I do love a Gorgonzola.
Yeah, me too.
And I
Yeah.
love goat's cheese, so I'd have some sort of a
Oh,
goat.
loves. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard goat's cheese or soft.
No soft, I
Yeah.
think, just to contrast.
And then dessert.
I love ice cream.
I do too. It's my favourite dessert.
I think we can be friends.
Yeah, I love. Which is your flavour?
When I was a kid, we used to go to this restaurant in the mountains in Switzerland, and they had a menu, an ice cream menu, with 85. You know, coupe.
Yeah,
You know,
coupe. Yeah.
coupes, with 85 different versions of coupe. And I actually
my
asked to
God.
keep the menu because I love ice cream so much. I was so inspired by it.
So your favourite ice cream?
Well, I think it has to be a combination. I love a dark chocolate, which might be a dark sorbet. You know,
Okay,
chocolate
yes. Sometimes
sorbet
they do chocolate sorbet.
with, seasonally depending, a blackcurrant sorbet.
Wow.
Or
you lost
raspberry.
me at sorbet,
What?
Indira.
Yeah,
I
but
just
with black
don't fuck with.
chocolate.
I don't fuck with sorbet. Like, give me the cream.
Okay, but you know,
you do you.
No, I am doing me.
You just
but I'm
lost me on the
adding
sorbet,
some.
but it is your
But
last.
I
I'm
can
having-
remember a blackcurrant sorbet from Marine Isis.
Yes, mine
That was
yeah.
so delicious
Ruby
that-
Violet. Do you remember Ruby?
Yeah. Absolutely
Stunning.
delicious.
It's really, but it's the combination on its own.
Oh, you like it with chocolate?
It's so good.
I understand the combo. Maybe that could make
don't
it a bit
really
more
get.
sexy.
I don't get the combo.
but I
at
haven't
all.
finished my combo.
Oh, sorry,
Okay.
go on.
Maybe,
Yeah.
you'll probably like this,
Yeah.
praline ice cream.
Oh, my favourite.
Or a roasted almond.
Roasted
I've
almond.
never had that.
Me
That sounds
neither.
delicious.
The other day.
Roasted salted
No,
or
not
just
salted,
roasted?
just roasted almond. Absolutely
Where was that?
delicious.
River Cafe.
River Cafe. And
that
I
ice
think
cream's
I might have to have some alpine strawberries on the side. You know, alpine
Are they
strawberries, the
littler?
tiny
They're little,
ones.
tiny, like little wild
You are
strawberries.
very specific and I like it.
Don't you have wild strawberries? I thought you,
You
had
probably
wild
have it,
strawberries
but
here.
I think the foxes have pissed on them and the kids have eaten them, maybe.
They're my favourite.
So we've got a Honey & Co. daily recipe, which is from their new cookbook, Honey & Co. Daily. It's their shakshuka. It's shakshuka. And then I've got from the Medesk cookbook, which is Georgina Hayden, a very good green salad with a lovely shallot dressing and then dusty knuckle sourdough.
Yeah.
Should I serve you? Do you want 2
I'm
eggs?
Starving. Yes, please.
I'm really sorry if they're hard now.
Give her the
I'm
soft
really
ones,
annoyed.
Jess.
Wow, this looks
that,
amazing.
and then do you want some bread?
Thank you, yes.
And then, I don't know, do you want your salad with, do you want a separate plate? Do you-
Separate
Yeah.
plate, or I put it on afterwards, I don't mind.
Darling, would you bring the butter for the bread?
This is so good. It's got a good amount of paprika in it, hasn't it?
Yes. Yes, it has. It's got smoked paprika and sweet paprika.
Do you cook from cookbooks?
I do, but you know what? I love Felicity Cloak.
Oh, what, the best tiramisu, the best.
Yeah, because like when I was a kid, I used to read, when I was ill, I used to read cookbooks just for pleasure. I love food.
That's, I can
Yeah.
see. And I love that. And I'm a bit annoyed that you've come for brunch because there's only so much one can do for brunch.
I would
do you know
love
what I mean?
to have a big
we'll do it.
five course.
We'll do it.
Oh,
Where
that
we
would
actually
be amazing.
We eat more than just eggs. So you're in North London. Is there any haunts that you absolutely love, or are you going to keep it a secret?
Well, I do love, I mean, in terms of where I go for food, Weston's Laundry I like.
Okay, yeah.
It's nice.
Do you know it?
Yeah.
Do you know it?
And Floral Hall.
Floral Hall,
Yeah.
I've never heard of.
It's really it's not like a super foodie place. They do it's a very small menu and they do great cocktails and great wine and drinks, and it's a really nice atmosphere up there. And they've also got a restaurant which I've not been to called Through the Woods or something like that, which is meant to be very good, seasonal, all that kind of thing. But you know, like, I'm happy to travel to go and eat.
Me too.
Yeah.
On a Sunday, your day off, do you cook or do you go out?
Tend to cook actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also we've got a really nice farmers market, Ali Pali Farmers Market.
Oh, lovely.
So I always try and in fact we do that every week.
I'm so happy at a farmer's market.
Me too.
Have a little schmai.
Why, darling?
I love it. I like chatting to them. I like tasting everything. I like buying it. I like that my son wants to go and steal all the Comté cheese.
Yes.
I love it. It relaxes me. It makes me happy.
I'm on speed dial with the chicken lady. But she saves me the last remaining asparagus if I get there late, and like the raspberries and the strawberries that are, whatever is coming now.
Hang on. Have we got a connection with our farmer's market?
Joe
people?
Chickens. I call her Joe Chickens.
I swear to God, someone suggested that you be on the podcast.
Oh.
And the connection was
Ali Pali.
the Ali Pali. Do you have the lovely Irish lady that does the fruit and veg?
Joe Chickens.
Joe, I don't get chicken from her.
Yep.
And she's in Kent. Oh,
Yes!
my
Oh my God.
lady. I love her.
Do you need her number?
Yeah, fucking do.
Yeah.
She's not allowed to do meat on ours because we've got Steve, the butcher. And
Darling, could I have
it annoys
half
me.
a
Joe
bit more
chicken, so
bread?
maybe she can always give me a
Yeah.
Joe chicken.
She'd hate it if she knew I was calling her Joe
But
Chickens.
you know what? She's mentioned you at the
Oh,
farmer's
how
market.
funny.
That is funny.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so
She's
funny.
a lovely lady.
I love her. We always have a chat.
I hear about when she goes to see her kids in LA. Mm-hmm. She's a great
and
woman.
her granddaughter, who's like amazing horse girl.
They're great. And her I don't know if they're grandsons or whatever, they're very handsome, charming boys.
But how can she be up here and up there?
Because you must have it on Sunday and I have
it
her on
Sunday.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm going to go and speak to her this Saturday. That's
Great.
so funny. And
that's
you'll speak to her on Sunday.
I will.
Mum, what have you got there?
It's a one pot yogurt and orange cake.
Yeah.
Which is a Georgina Hayden. It's literally 2 cups of caster sugar.
Yeah.
1 cup of olive oil.
Okay.
1 cup of yogurt.
Yeah.
3 eggs and 3 cups of flour.
Okay.
all put together
Is it
with
from-
orange zest.
Which cookbook is
I
it?
have no idea. I saw it on Instagram.
Okay, so it's Georgie Hayden.
I think it's a Taverna one.
Yeah, that's a
and
Greek
then
Cypriot
on
one.
top is supposed to be a glaze, which doesn't look very glazed to me.
But I bet it's-
which is icing sugar and orange juice.
delicious.
Let's
So it's sort of
see.
like a lemon drizzle, but
Kind
orange.
of an orange
drizzle.
But with
drizzle.
yog.
Yeah.
Delish.
An orange drizzle.
So before we let you go back to the Old Vic, what is a nostalgic taste that can transport you back somewhere?
Well, I think it would be the fondue that my uncle made. I used to hate fondue when I was a kid, and maybe that's partly why it's nostalgic. You know, it was a real thing where you were party to all the adults around the table and you were the kid, and I love that shared pot, you know, and my uncle, he does a shallot in his fondue and uses vacherin and Gruyere, I think, and wine. Sometimes he'd put champagne in instead if he had like something that was
Left
a
over,
bit
yeah.
throwaway or whatever.
What's the other booze that you put in?
White
So
wine.
wine.
And then we'd serve it with, like as a kid, not drinking alcohol. I loved water, but you can't drink it with fondue because it makes your stomach go, like it congeals. It's a bit gross. So it's wine or tea. And kirsch, we'd have kirsch. So you dip your bread in the kirsch and then dip it in the fondue.
I've always put kirsch in the fondue.
so fun.
Yeah.
Too. And it's really, I mean, you get wasted. But it's such a great, I love the whole thing of dipping. It's like a lucky dip. Someone loses their bread. You've got to fish it out. And then the crusty bit at the bottom. And then he would break an egg, and it was called la religieuse, and you mix it. The very last remaining bit of cheese mixed with the egg, and it's so delicious. He used to have one once a week, and of course that's not good for his heart. His doctor told him to stop. But every time I go to Switzerland, I wish I could still have that. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever really had a fondue.
Oh,
It's
I used
really
to do them all the
delicious.
time. It was
for
a
me.
very, very 70s thing to do. It's quite tasty.
It's really tasty. It's
delicious.
light. It's like a perfect with a cup of tea.
It's really lovely.
It's really nice. It reminds me of the towpath lemon cake that I
it's
do.
really nice.
Oh, that's nice.
It's quite light, isn't it? It works.
Do you think the girls would like some?
I think they'd love some.
Okay, fine.
That would be really lovely.
Yeah.
Do you ever
Thank
have raclette?
I love
know.
raclette. And my cousin gave me a raclette machine. So we have done that for dinners.
Is that
But-
with potato?
And
No,
it's
but yes,
a big,
potato and then
a big
gherkin.
piece of cheese, and you
Ooh, yum.
scrape
You
it
Scrape
off.
it. You grill
Ooh.
it. It's grilled cheese, basically.
Oh, yeah.
But I've struggled to get really good quality, strong raclette cheese.
My friend T, who is a connoisseur of all good things, she's found a Swiss cheese place on Jamaica Road, like really near here, that apparently is really good. So you can maybe go there in between matinees from the Old Vic. Indira, thank you so much for coming on and being such a great guest. And congratulations on your run, and good
you.
luck with the press nights and the rest of the
Oh, thank
previews. You were really phenomenal in it, and
Thank you very
the
much.
cast are absolutely brilliant.
Well, thank you for having me. It's been a
you
delight.
for
Any
coming.
opportunity to talk about and eat food is a
know.
joy.
This has
Especially
been
with you two.
such fun.
So much fun. Thank you.
Thank you.
And delicious.
Oh, Indira was just so fantastic.
Just gorgeous. I loved her enthusiasm about theatre and about the play.
And food.
But also her enthusiasm about an all-female cast, how it felt, all of those things were so interesting.
Cake was really nice.
Did you like it?
Yes, I would like another piece with a cup of tea.
Okay, you can have some.
And that shakshuka was
Delicious.
So, yeah.
The smoked paprika, for me,
Too much?
made it.
Oh,
Yeah, for me, that was the
you
thing
know
that
what? I
made it.
accidentally put too much smoked
think
paprika in. So
Put
maybe...
too much in again because it made it a bit kind of, that goulashy, sweet paprika-y taste.
A lovely, lovely episode. Loved having her there. Loved hearing about her food choices.
I think she knew more about
I
food
know.
than me.
The shakshuka was great, but like...
Well, you couldn't have done
Thank
it.
God it wasn't the dry chicken.
Oh my God, that would have been a
That
disaster.
would have been a disaster.
Yeah, it would. But Jessie, do you think you'll ever do a spaghetti vongole?
I'd have to finesse it at home first.
Yeah.
If you want to make the emulsion and stuff, you've got to kind of work it. And I've got work to do on the podcast, Lenny.
Yes, darling.
Thank you to Indira Varma for coming on the podcast and being such a fantastic guest. You can go and see her and the all-female cast of Glengarry Glen Ross at the Old Vic until mid-July. She really is fantastic, and you see her in a very different light. The character of Shelley Levine, she portrays so brilliantly. So yeah, go and see her. We'll see you next week for more Table Manners.